Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and welcome back to Endless Legend. Are you excited? Well, you better be, because this game is already out. I mean, at the time of recording it isn't, but it's about to be out. We are T-minus 1.5 hours before the release, and I'm going to tell you, I actually have the release version already. I mean, I didn't download it. I would rather make sure that I can continue the series, so I am just playing in offline mode right now on my developer build, which is exactly the same as what you are going to play. So yeah, nothing, you are going to see exactly what I see right now, and in fact, I'll be entirely honest, I'll be very surprised if any of you are still watching this videocast, because I'm not stupid. I know you didn't watch my videos because of my overwhelming wit. Maybe some of you watched those to gather some information about the game or learn how to play, but by now you probably know most of what there is to know, so I guess you would rather play the game than watch me play it, and that's understandable, but there's few of you who are actually going to still continue watching my videos, for which I'm very thankful, by the way. Well, just for those few of you, I'll continue recording. Besides, I will do so even if there was nobody else, or rather just one person still watching, because I like what I do, as simple as that. Anyway, I will just pick up where I last left off. Because keep in mind, for you, many things have changed. For example, it's tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, it's today for you. But the Endless Legend is already released. For me, it's just another video. But I'm simply aware that I will not be able to upload it before the release date. It's just not gonna happen. The previous videos are uploading for a very long time. They don't want to finish uploading. It is taking forever and whatnot, and this army is actually a very bad army. I don't really want to march forward to meet this enemy army, because if this is something scary, I may actually suffer quite huge losses. I mean, my current rangers are half dead. I mean, two of them are, and not half dead, but almost dead. My Tenai Walker is doing fairly well though, so I don't have to worry about this guy. Meanwhile, my other army is actually continuing march down south to wipe out the voters. Now, ideally, I want to finish this series. I'm guessing this videocast will go live. I'm gonna assume that this videocast goes live more or less on the midnight between 24th and 25th. So I guess my assumption is that this series will end on the 25th. The reason being, I expect to win by then. Yes, I know, I actually do expect to win by then, because oh, somebody killed the Roman armies and I gained the reward for it. That's very nice. It wasn't me, so I shouldn't get the reward, but again, it's something that will be improved once the game receives a little bit more of polish. Either way, what was I going to say? I don't remember, my memory is failing me. Huh, interesting. Regardless, there is a small battle, Necrodrone, a single unit. I should take no casualties whatsoever and no damage. And that was indeed the case, although it looks like my Tenai Walker has taken some damage, which wasn't supposed to happen. I'm pretty sure I was able to kill this drone without it damaging any of my units, but I saved a bit of time, so I'm not going to complain. Alright, let us actually, as I said, launch a counter-assault. I think I made a little swing down south to see what is this army right there. Nothing too threatening, so I'll now continue moving east and trying to find the forward base for the Necrophages and take it out if possible. I've got two fairly strong armies marching this way. The northern one is the weak point of my entire army, but the southern one is very powerful, especially if I add a hero to it as well, which is something I might actually do, we'll see. Either way, let's continue exploring. I'm actually going to discuss some undiscovered terrain, but not a lot of it. And also more Quicksilver, which actually looks really nice. Not like Quicksilver would look, but this game is kinda cool, because many of the things that are coming from real life on a regun look a little bit different. For example, gold exists in its liquid form, which is really cool, and so on and so forth. Those are the small touches that make this game really unique. And I hope that you're enjoying it. It's possible that you are experiencing some bugs. I mean, right now is the most bug-festic moment for you, because the game is out for, I don't know, probably not very long. So you're right now discovering all the bugs that we, as the testers, couldn't discover because there were too few of us. We have various different computers, but that's nowhere near the variety of computers on the internet. So it was just simply impossible for us to discover all the bugs that were to be discovered. So obviously there will be bugs, and you guys will have to report them. So if you stumble upon something, please just go ahead and report them to the devs. Send the specifications of your bug on your form, on the forums, on the technical difficulties page or whatever it's called, and the devs will listen and they will fix it. Trust me, those devs are absolutely amazing. They are incredible workaholics. They work very hard and every day, and actually I'm fearful for their health and safety because they work a little bit too much, but I guess that's normal for somebody whose game is about to go public. Either way, the voters actually assembled some kind of resistance force, but after I assign a hero to my army, which I gladly will do, and in fact, you know what I can also do? I can upgrade my hero, and I'll do just that. So, let's go into Academy list, let's inspect my hero, and this bow used to be awesome, but now I can make even better weapons. Actually, can I? I can make tier 3 Mega Wands. Oh boy. Does this actually work the way I think it works? I never ever had a Mega Wand. I'll be entirely honest with you. I mean, wands, okay, but Mega Wand? I've never seen anything called Mega Wand. Let's go for it. I just want to see how it works. It's invisible. That's the power of the Mega Wand. Alright, there is that. Do I want a couple of hero with some armor? Yes, she has to be the very best. And I think I can achieve that by... Let's think, do I want to go for titanium? Yeah, let's go all out titanium armor. Why? Because... What did I just equip? I equipped some kind of insignia. Alright, let's ignore that. Where is the helmet? There is a titanium helmet. I want to go for titanium because my hero is my biggest damage dealer in my entire army. So she needs to get all the critical. She's got 40 critical. Is insane, in case you're wondering. Anyway, I've got a bunch of very powerful trinkets. Now I've got the Titanium Tome of Greatness, which actually works very nice for the governors. As you can see, some of the accessories are actually more beneficial to governors than army leaders. So if I were to equip that on my hero, then this would be amazing if I were to, you know, put this hero in a city. However, right now I need this guy, or rather girl, on the battlefield. The Glass Steel Tome of Greatness, again, not what I need, but this gives my entire army a bonus of 1 critical, so that's fairly decent, especially if I have a larger army. Extra bonus to initiative, not as useful. Or I could just make my hero flat out better, which I'm tempted to do. I really am, especially with improved critical 1, so that gives me 8 extra critical, which is insane, and I'll gladly keep it. This hero right now can pretty much one-shot everything, and I can give her 1 more accessory, because heroes start with 2 base accessory slots. Other units only have 1, with tech you can also give them more accessories. So what do I want to go for next? Well, just more... Let's go for even more critical on army. Oh wait, oh that's strange, apparently... I can only equip 1 accessory. I guess this is a work in progress. Oh, no, it works. It actually works. You just need to hold the mouse button and it will work afterwards, right? Alright, cool. So now my hero is absolutely amazing. 51 critical and also increased critical to all of my units. As you can imagine, this hero is not to be messed around with, and I'll gladly spend my titanium and dust to equip this hero. Here, unlike units... Oh, actually needs to be within your borders to be upgraded. That's a mistake on my part. Oh well, we will see this upgrade after I conquer the city, which I will gladly do. Let us destroy this army, attack a target, and tax are defending the city, and only to tax. That should be easy pickings. My Tenai Walkers will be able to absolutely obliterate them, because I can't think of a single ranged unit that can deal enough damage to Tenai Walkers to kill it before the Tenai Walkers come close on the enemy. Except when the enemy has this kind of terrain. Holy Toledo, that is a lot. And I mean a lot of cliffs. I can only go to this area if I walk through here, which is a very easy to defend choke point, so that's scary already. And there are not too many attacks on the north, but I guess what I will do is make sure that my Tenai Walkers will clear the attacks on the north. Meanwhile, my Rangers, they are going to focus on the attacks on the south. Actually, you probably move over here, so my hero can walk over here. And you convert to this location, and this army should be able to destroy the enemy, even with this amazing terrain advantage, but it is kind of scary, I have to admit. Alright, dear Tenai Walker, please walk as close to the enemy lines as possible. Actually, I'll just make him walk over here, because this guy will automatically attack this tank when he can, but by placing him over here, he will be then able to attack whatever else he wants to. Also, it will be very difficult to attack those guys. Actually, I don't know if there's a cliff between this town and this town. If there is, then I'm in a bit of trouble. But I think this is actually not a cliff, this is just the city holdings, so I'm more or less okay. Alright, when it comes to my archers, I'll focus fire on several of the south attacks and then probably convert on the northern ones. Meanwhile, my tenor walkers are going to do their job quite well, I assume. And the other raiders are going to attack those kind of attacks. And I think this is a fairly good battle setup. Let's launch the battle and see what is going to happen now. As I said, attacks were very powerful in the past. I'm curious to see how well they fare in this battle, but right now my hero was able to just one-shot them. So this doesn't bode well for the attacks. I'm sorry, guys. You are probably going to die, as awesome looking as you are. Anyway, those guys are actually... Are they attacking me head-on? No, they are firing from really close up, but they do no damage to me. It is, of course, possible that they are simply unupgraded. I, keep in mind, have a lot of titanium armor, and as such, I can defend very, very easily with my Tenai Walkers against most of the damage that is coming my way. Also, Tenai Walkers in general are very powerful against archers because they are infantry units, and infantry units have various different bonuses against ranged units. It's something you need to remember. Anyway, so far my improved critical on army doesn't really proc. I didn't see any criticals going through, but it doesn't matter. I'm still somewhat taking no damage whatsoever, and the enemy is going down like flies. Except this that I completely ignored the damage for some reason. I do not really understand why, but I did. Anyway, this guy didn't. He actually survived one barrage from my hero, but that's just it. The other guys should quickly follow. Now keep in mind, I do have the rain advantage too, that is working in my favor. And this guy actually is not doing anything whatsoever. That's strange. And my hero is actually taking a ridiculous amount of damage. Anyway, I'm not afraid about my hero dying, by the way, because my hero has, like every hero, has the ability called Last Stand. What does Last Stand mean? It's simple. If you lose a hero, but win a combat, then your hero is revived with 1 health point. So, as long as you're winning, you don't have to worry about your hero dying. I mean, sure, once your hero dies, he cannot help you during the fight that was his demise. But if you win the fight, then you don't have to worry that you lose your hero forever or anything of the sorts. No, you still will have the hero. And I cannot do any damage to those guys for some reason. And those guys are also able to deal damage too. Strange. It feels like the attacks were given the invisibility ability or something along those lines, because I have no idea what is going on right now. Anyway, you dear Seth, please kill those attacks if at all possible. Everybody else can just focus on the last remaining attacks and it should all be good. I don't even care about reassigning the targeting orders because everybody should be dead anyway. Yeah, those guys completely ignored all the damage I dealt. That's surprising. And this guy was supposed to attack those attacks, but he didn't for some reason. Is it? No, it's not possible that he cannot get there. He can get there from here, surely. So I don't know what this Tenai Walker is doing. Maybe he's just drunk and he needs to go home. That would be understandable. But still, those attacks take no damage whatsoever. Why is that? Is that because they are in a city? Possible. That would explain a lot of what I've been seeing, to be honest. I've been seeing units that just take no damage. And now that I think about it, it may be because those units have been hiding inside the city walls. But if that's the case, then I don't know how to damage them when they are inside the city walls, because you cannot really lure the enemy out of them. Unless you abuse the AI, obviously. Oh no, never mind, now they died. That was fairly brutal. It's fairly interesting how it works. Maybe it's the tax abilities, I don't know. The tax have been messed around with the most of all minor factions, I would say. Maybe aside from the demons, you know, the Kazanji, however they're called, guys. Because those guys used to be very, very up with their part, so it's possible that... Ow! My hero! She's now dead. Oh well, she'll come back, it's not like it's a big deal. If I win this fight, because right now I seem to be dealing no damage whatsoever to those attacks for some reason. Maybe it's because the lore of the attacks says that they have double heads, so they are very sensitive, not sensitive to sounds. What is the word I'm looking for? Well, basically what I'm trying to say is that they are aware of incoming attacks. They can be aware of incoming attacks very quickly, and as such they are better prepared against them. So maybe it's such... Maybe when they cannot retaliate, they just take no damage. That would be overpowered. Even more so than the double attack. I don't know. I have no clue. But for some reason I am unable to kill those attacks. And if I lose a hero as a direct result of this, then I'll be very annoyed, because those guys just ignore all the damage coming their way. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, it's not a very big deal, but it's something that I hope will get fixed ASAP, because right now the attacks are really... Oh wait, they took some damage now. How does that work? I don't know. Now they died, so that's all that is. That's all that matters. Strange. Maybe you know what might be also the cause of this issue? It might be the stun. Maybe the game has some problems understanding how stun works. But it it sounds unlikely. I don't think that's the case. Anyway, as you can see, my hero is revived and is just standing here quite happily. And I can now siege and attack the city. And I said attack the city. No, apparently not. Maybe on the next turn. Yeah, let's siege it for a while and then I'll try attacking it again. Right now the game doesn't give you a very good feedback on how well you're doing with siege and whatnot. This is something that is going to come later as the game develops. Make no mistake, obviously this game is still in production, still in development, and there's still features missing. I keep stating the obvious every video, but I feel like it's important. And now the last broken laws have declared war on me, right? Yep, the last AI has declared war on me, which is annoying because those guys, I was never very afraid of them, but they never actually tried killing me. And now they are surrounding my territory of Tuldrai, and if they want to attack it, they probably can take it with very little resistance, if any. So what I need to do now, aside from finishing those happiness places, which I cannot afford to speed produce, is I need to make an army. Now I think I'm going to accept the fact that Tuldrai is a lost cause, but I'm also kind of hoping for the fact that the enemy is just going to ignore it like they always have. Instead, the Morsha is something that the enemy kept trying to attack. So this is also a place which I will try to defend. How, you may ask? With dredgers. Dredgers are cheap, easy to make, and they make for decent frontline infantry. So just buy them out, but they are very expensive. Wow, what did I say about them being cheap? Well, apparently I was lying. Ouch, yeah. I'll finish fish farms first, because, you know, priorities. We need to eat in order to fight. I mean, that's kind of obvious. And I think I've grown to understand the AI of this game a little bit, and it feels like AI doesn't like attacking you right after it declares war for some reason. It's something that is going to be improved, no doubt, but right now, if the AI declares war on you, as you have seen probably in this playthrough, you have some time before the actual strikes. Wow, that was a nasty way of wording, but you know what I mean. I've got enough time to prepare. Either way, 1 or 2 turns before winter, which is actually good because I'm fairly close to the enemy city, I mean the Necrophages city, and I'm right next to the Voters city. Which, can I take this turn? Well, now I'll be able to. Let's go into auto battle. And the city is taken, and Soundmere is now mine. I've got hit another region, and I'm pretty sure that the Voters are now dead beginning next turn. So, I've got plenty of regions. My happiness is probably fairly low as a result, but I'll be able to resolve it after I get the marketplaces going. Meanwhile, let's see what the Voters were working on in their own town. Nothing amazing, surprisingly enough. Usually Voters have some very nice buildings because of the tech that they have. But this actually has barely anything. Conscript Center is decent. I'll probably make this my main production area. And indeed, I'll do just that, I think. I'm going to move all my workers to production focus. I don't care about improving Johto's village, although it would give me extra population in this city, because it is next to my city. So that's nice. I will do that. And what do I want to do next? Probably just create more armies, because hey, why not? Let's make our Tenai Walker, because he's a very nice defender, and then follow it up with a bunch of archers. So there's that. I can now leave the city relatively safely and continue moving towards my enemy. Now, where do I want to go? Well, those broken laws also declare war on me. So I can either make a turn around and attack this city right here, so I have my flank secured, or I can strike at the heart of the enemy city, take it out, and make sure that the enemy has barely any production capabilities, which is also nice. But I like going in a certain order, so I think making a run around through here is probably a better idea. At least my OCD is not going to be as harmed as a direct result of this happening, so this is going to be okay. And I need to go back to my territory in order to retrofit my hero, because I forgot to do it again. It happens though. Anyway, now I fully expect a winter to strike. I mean, come on. No, still no winter. That's surprising. Wow. Anyway, empty research queue. I'm obviously going to queue something up. What am I going to queue? That is still a pretty good question. Science, I'm still not terribly keen on. I think I'm going to assimilate another faction, because with Ericus I will be able to move super fast, and I need to do just that. So, an enemy AI has died, and what is this? This is... right, somebody died. That's good. And somebody is actually besieging my city, and this is Morsha. And who is this, actually? I do not see anybody. Oh yeah, there are actually guys over here, and it's the green broken laws with a very big army all of a sudden. Where did they get that? I have no idea. And obviously right now AI has no interest in killing each other, right? I'm pretty sure that is the case. Let's have a quick look at their perspective. Yeah, they ignore each other because they are BS like this. This is actually fairly annoying. How about Necrophages? Necrophages also declared only war on me. Yeah, this is something that will be improved later. Right now it looks like AI doesn't care about each other, they just want you dead. Which is probably a good thing considering that they are very, very dumb about this particular build. Anyway, I'm having second thoughts about Fish Farm. I think that it may not actually be the most important thing ever. Tonight Walker, however, will be quite nice. And I also need a bunch of Rangers as well. So let's do just that. I'm actually going to buy out a Ranger, I think. But before I do that, I actually have access to some better weapons. So let's have a quick look at what I have. First of all, tier 3 weapons made of Palladium. Look at this beautiful looking crossbow. But I actually want to go for a bow instead. Ooh, a Palladium longbow. This is really nice. Extra 19 damage and 4 critical strike. This is sick. Yes, please. Let's go for that. And it looks absolutely stellar. I need to go to some kind of fashion show with this. It's fabulous. That's what it is. I cannot say anything more about that because that would be doing a disservice to this awesomeness. Also, this shield can be used as a weapon. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, as you can see, Paladin is very, very useful. They want to give this unit also an accessory. Considering that my Rangers die very, very easily, I do not think this is necessarily useful. I mean, confidence. Now, most of those things are defensive, with the exception of improved critical. But no, I need to spend titanium on my Tenai Walkers, so I will just give those guys amazing balls. So there's that. Dredges, is it your lucky day? Are you actually going to get something nice? I think I might give them a shield. I can only give them tier 1 Palladium shield, but this is still something nice. It gives them more damage and extra 5 defense, as opposed to extra 3 defense. So yeah, let's go for that. I'll give them Palladium shield, which looks like it's taken from Gondor. I mean, like this kind of... I'm not sure if evil-ish, but more like Hellenic Gondor? Or Hellenic/Persian Gondor. That's where this shield comes from. It's a pretty awesome shield. And last but by no means least, dear giant almost giants, you are going to get 20 damage and 5 critical, or 24 damage. How does that look? Not very intimidating, I'm gonna be entirely honest. How does that look? Doesn't look at all, but I still like just seeing those guys smash things with their bare hands, even though they're not like a kiss-picking bear, so I'll do just that. Now, those Tenai Walkers cost a ton of everything, but that's absolutely fine. So, let's cancel the production of all those units because I need them to be their newer versions. So let's go for that. A few more Dredgers and a few more Tenai Rangers, and this Dredger needs to be retrofitted. And that's what I'll do. Yes, please, you need to be better at everything. Actually, they are number 5. Why is this guy still number 4? Yes. This guy doesn't want to retrofit for some reason. Okay, whatever. Things like that happen, I guess. Can't say I understand it, but I guess it happens. Anyway, you don't provoke this. I mean, they can walk out of the city belts because then they'll stop the siege. So I do not think they'll try and attack my ranger. But you know, stranger things have happened. This is AI we're talking about. It can make some pretty weird decisions. And wow, this winter was really nice to me. Still didn't strike. It is going to strike next turn, no matter what now. But it's very nice that it didn't come just yet. So anyway, let's retrofit my main army. It's going to make it absolutely devastatingly awesome. Yes, retrofit all those units, and look at that. This is going to be the best army that there ever was. And actually, my hero, can I give him Mage 1 made out of Palladium? Yes. Let's do just that. Oh boy, yeah. I wasted a bunch of money on this. I am aware. Game, I wanted Palladium wand. Why do you not let me equip it? Strange. I'll stay in this territory just in case it didn't equip, but I will be able to equip it next turn. It's possible that there is a timer on how often you can equip things, so you're supposed to equip them at a normal fashion instead of one by one. Either way, empty ruins. We haven't seen that in a while, so that's, I guess, something new. And what is this army? Alright, it's just waiting. So, let's see the winter time, which is now it has to strike. It did. Alright, so I'm going to be much slower, but the same applies to the enemies. Unfortunately, the enemies are already in my area, and look at this. I'll definitely lose 2 dry. There are too many enemies around. They are all converging on my location. I accept the loss of 2 dry. It is going to happen. Moshe, however, I'll defend as much as I can. But my other cities are struggling to maintain positive approval, so this is going to be relatively difficult. And I need to have the central market. What I don't need, however, is extra science, so let's actually increase my production by a lot. I'm half tempted to... Masonry still do not work for some reason. I'm half tempted to actually go for some better... to actually allow myself to hire heroes, but this is a bit of research that I could spend on native district. Actually, you know what? This is going to be the second thing I'm going to do. So let's go back to tech number 1 and allow myself the... and give myself the ability to hire heroes, because I'll probably need them now. Alright then, can I, or do I have to retrofit my hero? It doesn't look like there's even the option to do that, so I assume she is already retrofitted, we just didn't see it updated on the world map. Because the one is invisible anyway, so let's just continue walking down south. And doing this very slowly, but in 6 turns time, I'll be able to increase my speed quite tremendously. I still don't know where the Necrophages city is, but there's only one area where it can be. So I'll just continue walking forward. Unfortunately, during winter, you move extraordinarily slowly in a forest. It takes 1 turn to move anywhere. So it's, as you can imagine, a very slow speed. Alright, I keep working on the Senate Walker, which I will need in order to have any success defending this city. So I will not buy out any rangers, I'll save the money to buy out a walker. And I'll end my turn. See what the AI decides to do. Probably not much. Yeah, that's actually only a scouting party for the Necrophages. Nothing too scary so far. It doesn't look like the enemy is being overly aggressive, which is good for me. I'm not going to complain about that. Still no city, but this looks... yeah, those are the city borders. It's not far away now. Only a few more turns before I get it and destroy it. Meanwhile, as for this city, it is almost right here, and there are also untainted ruins in the way, with a lot of dust that will allow me to buy out units. Which is by all means perfect. That's full dry. I don't care about full dry. Because apparently enemy ignores it every time. So anyway, let's buy out the Tenor Walker. I will need this guy. Let's buy out the Ranger as well. Why not? I cannot move this Ranger into my city towns just yet, but I can move him a little bit closer. To make sure that when the battle starts, this unit will actually join in the fight and assist me. Too dry, dear friend, what do you do for me? Honestly, I don't want to make units there, because it looks like AI has a tendency of completely ignoring this area. So instead I'll work on Central Market to increase my empire-wide approval. Which apparently those people are content with 90% happiness. Those spoiled brats. But I think I still should gain... yeah, I'm still gaining a lot of extra food and production from my happiness status. So getting the Central Market is going to help me quite a bit. So let us end the turn, and you know what I just realized? That's something that is going to make me a bit happy. And right now, whenever I see a promo of the game, I immediately have to remember to post it on the VIP forums, because otherwise I'll forget. I usually forget if I don't post it ASAP right after recording a video, or just noticing it in normal offline play, right? But now I've got all of you to help me, so I don't necessarily... so just because I forget to mention something, it doesn't mean that it will not be mentioned by somebody else, and it's actually a pretty great feeling. Not like I'm not enjoying being a VIP, I am. I really am. Anyway, one of my armies is actually under attack. It looks like the Necrophages sent out a counter-assault, but before that happens, I really want to see my hero casting spells and destroying a city, which will not happen this turn. Never mind, let's start a siege anyway. I cannot really... okay, there were no defenders. I just took a city. That was mildly unexpected, I have to be entirely honest with you right there. So, if that's the case, I'll just happily turn the city into production. I'll need to make a lot of food production units, because this city used to belong to Broken Lords, so they do not care at all about anything related to food, so I gain no food production whatsoever. So instead, let us make Central Market. Also, this will show you, actually show all of us, what happens if you have no food and it's winter and whatnot. So anyway, I can now simulate boss. I will not do just that because I don't care about them. Construction completed, and there's a battle. I'm half tempted to auto battle because I should win this no matter what. It should be a very easy battle. Let's see if auto battle can handle this, because it should be relatively easy. I shouldn't lose any units. Maybe this one archer, maybe. I didn't lose any units. I took Sunet with my Tenai Walker, which is what would have happened anyway. So yeah, as I said, every time I test this, the auto battle works quite well. It really does. Anyway, I cannot actually smuggle reinforcements to my town. I can only make them stationed nearby, so that, you know, they are there and they are showing some kind of more support or whatnot. So there's that. I will need to launch on the counter assault fairly quickly. Otherwise I will be in a little bit of trouble, but I don't need to do it. Or rather, I cannot even do it right now. The city is just happily making more units. Actually make me some Mortinair walkers, right? Why not? It will use up a lot of my titanium actually, so let's not use up all of it. And those should be almost all my units. Let's continue walking forward. I'm almost out of the forest and almost next to the city. So next turn I should be able to take over yet another city. This is going to be a devastating blow to the Necrophages, because right now they've been relying on the production to keep swarming me with Necrodons, which was a very efficient way of fighting. I'm gonna give it to them, but it is not going to last for much longer now, because I'm actually able to counterattack. And by the way, as you can see, population can die in this game. If you have not enough food, your population amount will diminish and they will die. As simple as that. You need to feed those guys. But I don't care. It will take 79 turns for them to die again. For some reason, I shouldn't have as much food production as I have, but apparently there's plenty of food producing towns nearby. So it's okay. Then I'll probably make the usual stuff. So that's forest management and seed storage. Now, as for my other armies, as I said, standard procedure, I can actually besiege the city and maybe even take it outright. Is it defended? Yes, it is, but I can simply auto-battle, didn't take any damage, and the city is mine. I think, oh wow, it's actually very big for the fact that it has no borrow streets anywhere. I was going to sort the air, but considering how decent it is, I might actually not do this. Wow, okay, I'm mighty impressed. And I can apparently repair Kazanji village, even though there is no Kazanji village to repair. Huh, that's strange. Oh, no, there is one far away. Okay, I didn't notice it. So let's repair this village, and what do I want to do after that? Probably increase my happiness again. The more the merrier, in regards to happiness. I will also be able to hire the demons to my army, which would be very nice. I'm not gonna lie, I like those demons, but it might not be what I need. Alright, do you want archers defending my city? The answer is yes, just because of how much damage they will be able to deal. So let's go for some extra archers. And with those guys on the battlefield, I think I can try and break the siege on the next turn. Let's wait actually for a little bit longer. Let's end the turn. I'm curious if the AI will actually be smart enough to attack my rangers, because I should not have walked so close. No, they're not going to do so. Some Necrodons are attacking, but that's easy. Let's just auto-attack, kill the enemies. My hero has leveled up, but I still do not think that I want to... this will be amazing. But anyway, yeah, I still don't want this guy to spec into battle formation and whatnot abilities, because I want this guy to be a governor. Yes, she is leading armies, true, but whatever. Common sense does not appeal to me. Anyway, Sondir, what can you do for me? I have absolutely no idea. I have so many cities. It's getting a little bit hectic and a little bit difficult to manage. But hey, I'll do my best. Right now, I've got the critical mass of units. I can just continue swarming the enemy with them and hope for results. And I should get them, very much so. By which I mean I should kill everything that is still resisting me, because I finally was able to get the army strong enough to just keep walking forward and keep capturing everything they see. And with every city captured, the enemy production capability is lowering quite drastically. It really is. Anyway, I'm going to end the turn right here, and I'm going to end the video right there as well. So my expectations are the next video will be the last one, on the basis of the fact that, first of all, it's summer again, and secondly, as you can see, I've got vast holdings everywhere. The enemy only controls 2, 3, 4, 5 cities in total. I should be able to take them all on. So if you want to see the conclusion of those series, well, you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. But either way, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you online.